Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we are going to review the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-10 loss versus the Indianapolis Colts in preseason week number 3. And folks, this is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter review because number one, this is being filmed at 2 a.m. in the morning and I want to go to sleep. Number two, I have a video that I have to record after this. And number three, this wasn't necessarily a very interesting game from a Tampa Bay Buccaneers perspective. Now, the starters did look good. Tom Brady was 6 of 8 for 44 yards. He had a 20-yard pass to Julio Jones. Tyler Johnson had a nice pass, but also a drop from Tom Brady as well. On the defensive side of things, Lavonte David had a sack as well as a tackle for loss and a quarterback hit. Things were looking good for the starters, but after that, things got very boring very quickly. There were some positives. Keyshawn Vaughn had 9 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. He was the main highlight from the overall play of the backups. Kyle Trask was 7 of 10 for 94 yards. Blaine Gabbert was 5 for 7 for 46 yards, but that was pretty much it. There really wasn't much else going on. Patrick Laird, 12 carries for 35 yards. Rachaad White, 6 carries for 9 yards. In the receiving game, you had J.J. Howland have a 46-yard catch. That was a nice highlight. Cade Otton, 2 catches, 37 yards. He did have a drop in this game as well. Tyler Johnson, as I said, did have a drop, but he did finish with 3 catches for 36 yards. On the defensive side of things, you had Chris Cooper finish the day with 6 total tackles, 1 sack, 1 quarterback hit. Olakunle Fatukasi continued to build up some momentum for himself. 5 total tackles, 1 pass deflection. You also had some really weird stuff happen, like Grant Stewart, or I guess I should say not weird stuff, but Grant Stewart finished this day with 2 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 quarterback hit. Andre Anthony had a sack, a quarterback hit, and a tackle. Chris Cooper had a sack in this game as well. So there was definitely some interesting stuff that was going on throughout the game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had some bright moments from their backups, but all in all, it was kind of meh feeling. Definitely felt like most of the Tennessee Titans game last week was what I felt throughout a decent bit of the second half of this game. And folks, the kicking battle is pretty much done at this point. Jose Borregales missed his 52-yard field goal attempt while Ryan Suckup made his kicks. He made his field goal. He made his extra point. It seems like the kicking battle is pretty much set in stone that Ryan Suckup is going to be the kicker of this team. Scotty Miller was another player who did kind of disappoint. He had a drop that would have been a first down catch from Kyle Trask. It seems like Scotty Miller's time in Tampa may have come to an end as well, as he really didn't do much in this game with the opportunities that he was given. One guy I do want to highlight was Deidrin Sennett. I thought he actually did some good things a couple of times throughout this game as well. He may have earned himself a spot on the practice squad, but again, after that, not really too many notable things in this game from a Buccaneers perspective. Kyle Trask looked good, all things considered, with the offensive line being what it was. Robert Hainsey had been dealt an injury. A lot of people were freaking out about that, but it does seem like Hainsey is going to be fine moving forward. The third, fourth, fifth string offensive linemen did not really do a fantastic job, especially in run blocking, by the way. One guy who did help out in that matter, though, was Ko Keefe. I thought that he looked fantastic as a blocker in this game. Actually opened up a couple of really nice opportunities for Keyshawn Vaughn to get a touchdown run, get some nice carries in that game as well. Ko Keefe, I think, is actually going to be a big part of the Buccaneers offense moving forward because the dude's just a really good blocker and can be very beneficial to this Buccaneers offense as a blocking option. I really came away impressed with Ko Keefe and what he has been able to do for this offense. Doesn't always show up, right, in terms of Ko Keefe's play. Doesn't necessarily get a ton of catches, but he gets down to the nitty gritty. He is able to do what he needs to do as a blocker, which can benefit the Buccaneers in huge ways in terms of running game, as well as even pass blocking a little bit in there as well. But besides that, none of the backup offensive linemen or backup blockers really made much of a note. Cade Otton had a decent day blocking, but again, not too much as a pass catcher. Really, it was just kind of a meh situation, folks, which is, I guess, kind of what you get whenever you do get to this point of the preseason. The fans are burned out. I imagine some of the players are burned out as well. A lot of guys were fighting for roster spots and whatnot, but there are only so many opportunities that can go around. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with some of these roster cuts. Some guys are, definitely still in that mix. Some tough decisions are going to have to be made. I actually have a 53-man roster prediction video going out very, very early in the morning, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, it's the end of the preseason. The Buccaneers can now move forward with the regular season, which is what a lot of people have wanted. I always enjoy watching the preseason, but the past two games between the Tennessee Titans game and this game have left me a little fatigued in terms of preseason football. I do enjoy watching the backups play, but I'm also ready to watch some starters go out there and really put out some good, productive football, and finally ready to start watching some of these games when they matter at their most in the regular season. But folks, what do you think about this game? What were some of your takeaways? What do you think about some of the guys I said came away from this game looking good? Some of the guys that came away from this game looking bad? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.